Hello, I am Johnson. Let's learn how to create a carousel. The carousel is a common website or application element used to showcase important products or content. It has follow characteristics. Prominent placement. Carousels are typically located at the top of a page or in a prominent position to attract the user's attention. Multiple image display. Carousels can contain multiple images. Interactive and animated. Carousels can be interactive, allowing users to navigate through the slides. There are two steps to creating a carousel. The first step is widget setup. First, drag and drop a dynamic panel and set it up with 3 states. Place an image in each state. This will be used to create sliders. Then, drag and drop 2 arrows. These will be used to create left and right navigation buttons. Third, drag and drop 3 rectangles. These will be used to create indicators for the carousel. Add selected states and set selection for them. The second step is set interactions. First, add a loaded interaction for the dynamic panel. Set the dynamic panel state to next one, choose the repeating option. The third step is add click interactions for the indicators. Set the dynamic panel state to the state represented by the click button. The last step is add panel state changed interaction for the dynamic panel. Add cases and select the corresponding indicator. Firstly, we set up the widgets. Drag in a dynamic panel. Set its size to 720 by 360, which is also the height of the image in its state. Then we add 2 new states. Drag an image onto the canvas, double-click and import the image. Then we add images to the other 2 states as well. In this way, the 3 images of the carousel are set up. Switch the library to icon. Search for left, drag in a left arrow. And change its color to white. Copy the arrow and change its direction. Then adjust its position. Two arrow buttons are completed. Then we will make the bottom indicator. Switch the library to default. Drag in a rectangle to add text to it. Then duplicate 2 more. Adjust their positions and styles. Then add a selected style effect to it. Copy and paste the style effect onto the other 2 buttons. Then set the selection group for the 3 button. We set the option group name to 1. Then select the first button by default. Next, let's create interactions for the widgets. Select the first button and add click interaction to it. Set to select this. Then copy the interaction to the other 2 buttons. Then we have the carousel automatically play. Select the dynamic panel. Add loaded interaction. Set the dynamic panel state to next. Add slide left animation. Check wrap from last to first. Set the animation to 200 milliseconds. Animate as linear. Check repeat and change the time to 2000 milliseconds. Select the left arrow. Add click interaction. Set the dynamic panel state to previous. Check wrap from last to first. Add slide right animation. Copy and paste the interactions to the right arrow. Change the state to the next and change the animation direction. Then we add interaction to the bottom buttons. Select button 1 to add a click interaction. Set the dynamic panel state to 1. Then set the interaction to the other 2 buttons. Finally, we add a dynamic panel state changed interaction. Select the corresponding button at the bottom. We add cases and conditions to the button. And if its dynamic panel state is equal to 1, select button 1. If the state is equal to 2, select button 2. If the state is equal to 3, select button 3. After setting up, click the button in the upper right to preview the prototype. You can see that the carousel automatically plays. When clicking the right arrow, the dynamic panel switches to the next one, and when clicking the left arrow, the dynamic panel switches to the previous one. Click the bottom buttons to switch the dynamic panel to the corresponding state.